Go.
Hi, my name is Chris Quirin. I was born in Shorncliffe Abbey in December 25th, 1950. Shorncliffe is in Tipperary, Ireland. My I'm adopted. My mother's name was Margaret Murphy, so I guess I was born Christopher Murphy. I have spent since probably 1972 or 3 in search of some family history. And I guess the first thing that kind of pushed me to do my search was the fact that when my first child was born, actually, but even prior to that, but we'll use that as the framework, and they asked for family history, family medical history. The only thing I could say is I don't have any, I'm adopted. And as my children, I had more children, and they had problems, I had no answers, and that became a problem for me. And so I wanted to do some searching, and I spent a lot of time and energy trying to track down our family heritage. I think it's important to know not only your family heritage and the people that formed your family, and united your family, and created who you are, but also get a sense of what their lives were like and who they were like, and then the other thing is, what ailments do they have? Are there hereditary problems? A few years ago, I was lucky enough to have had a phone call from my birth mother, which lasted a very short period of time, and it was a very bizarre phone conversation in that she said, you have red hair? And I said, yes, I do. And how are your hips? And I said, they can be bad at times. She goes, well, you get that from your grandmother. And that was the end of the conversation. Literally, it was a click off. But it got me thinking about, illegitimate children in Ireland in the 50s, and how they were raised, what they were thought of, and how the mothers were treated. And there's been all sorts of stories about, and indictments around that. I'm not really interested in that story. I'm more interested in my own personal story. What was my mother's life like after she put me up for adoption? I mean, I lived with her for 3.5 years. I have no recollection of this. I think that's important to know. I think it's important to know for my children what family medical history is available to us. But I also think it's important for people to realize that adoption isn't everything it's made out to be. I was adopted, and I left Ireland and came to the United States, and so by relative terms, you would think, wow, what a great blessing, you got to go to the United States. But if the people that are adopting you are not prepared to be parents, it can be a truly traumatic experience. I was adopted by people that were somewhat abusive, and I survived that. I survived Vietnam, and I've survived a lot of things, and I've traveled the world, and I've done a lot of interesting things that I would love to share with my family. Even just my own personal philosophy, my love of books, my love of sailing, my love of golf and tennis, and I just think it's important that before my mother dies, she's 88 years old, it would be a great chance for me to just reach out to her and say, I love you, I don't care what happened back then, but I'd really like to know what happened now. Can we have a conversation? And really that's the purpose of all of this. Thank you.